You may not realize it, but your birth date is more than just a number on the calendar. It carries hidden messages about your spiritual essence and the path you are destined to follow. In the mystical world, each birth date is linked to a spiritual archetype, a unique energy that influences how you think, feel, and experience life. Are you the endurer, someone who faces every challenge with strength and resilience? Or do you embody the mystic, a deep thinker constantly seeking profound wisdom about the universe? Perhaps you resonate with the Guidelight, a beacon of wisdom and guidance for others. Or maybe you are the rebel, an untamed spirit who breaks boundaries in pursuit of true freedom. No matter which archetype you align with, your birth number can unveil hidden aspects of yourself, from your personality and life purpose to the way you connect with the spiritual realm. And the best part? Once you understand your true nature, you can harness your inner power and align with the path the universe has set for you. Let's dive in and discover which spiritual archetype is encoded in your birth number and what it reveals about your spiritual journey. The Endurer archetype belongs to those born on the 1st, 8th, 15th, and 26th of any month. These individuals are the ones you turn to when life becomes overwhelming, the pillars of strength, resilience, and determination. They are not easily shaken. Challenges do not discourage them. They ignite their inner fire. Picture someone standing tall in the face of adversity, unwavering even as the storm rages around them. Endurers do not simply endure hardships. They transform them into stepping stones for growth. Life does not grant them an easy path, but that is exactly what shapes their spirit. When obstacles arise, they do not see them as barriers, but as opportunities for refinement. Much like steel tempered in fire, every difficulty they face only makes them stronger, more resilient, and more capable. Struggle is not something to be avoided. It is something to be embraced and mastered. They believe that hardship is not meant to break them, but to reveal their true potential. Their spiritual journey is deeply introspective, filled with self-reflection and personal evolution. Endurers do not run from their pain. They sit with it, understand it, and use it as fuel to move forward. They are not afraid to confront their deepest fears, their failures, or the wounds of the past. In doing so, they turn suffering into wisdom and endurance into power. They learn that true strength is not about avoiding struggle, but about rising every time they fall. But endurers are not just warriors of their own battles. They become beacons of hope for others. Their unwavering strength is a force of inspiration, proving to those around them that even the most difficult challenges can be overcome. They do not just lead by words, they lead by example. When others falter, endurers stand strong, reminding them that resilience is not just about surviving, but thriving despite the odds. People often look up to endurers without even realizing it. Their silent perseverance, their ability to rise again and again, makes them the backbone of families, communities, and friendships. They may not always seek the spotlight, but their presence creates a ripple effect, encouraging others to keep pushing forward. They remind us that we are far stronger than we believe, capable of enduring any storm, any hardship, any trial that life throws our way. So the next time you face difficulties, look to the endurers in your life. Watch how they carry themselves through the fire, not unscathed, but unbroken. They teach us that resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about embracing it, knowing that every challenge carries the seed of transformation. And if you are an endurer yourself, never forget, your strength is your gift, your scars are your lessons, and your resilience is your legacy. If you were born on the 2nd, 6th, 16th, or 23rd of any month, you may deeply resonate with the empath soul archetype. People with this soul type are natural emotional sponges, absorbing not just the feelings of those around them, but also the unseen energy that lingers in places, words, and even unspoken thoughts. They feel everything, sometimes even before others recognize their own emotions. This heightened sensitivity makes them deeply compassionate, intuitive, and nurturing. But it also comes with its own set of challenges. For empath souls, caring for others is second nature. They instinctively know when someone is struggling, often sensing pain or sadness even when it's hidden behind a smile. They don't just listen, they feel. A single conversation with an empath soul can feel like a warm embrace, as if they're holding space for emotions that others have buried deep inside. They are the healers, the friends who stay up late offering support, the ones who remember small details that make others feel truly seen. But with this incredible gift comes a challenge, balancing their own needs with the needs of others. Because empath souls give so much of themselves, they often struggle with boundaries. They pour their energy into helping, healing, and comforting, sometimes to the point of emotional exhaustion. Many find themselves feeling drained after being around large groups of people, absorbing not only joy, but also stress, anxiety, and negativity. Without proper self-care, they risk emotional burnout, leaving them feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, or even resentful. Their spiritual journey revolves around learning that self-care is not selfish, it's essential. Empath souls are at their best when they understand that their emotional well-being must come first. They thrive when they cultivate healthy boundaries, allowing them to give without depleting themselves. Meditation, solitude, nature, and creative expression can serve as powerful tools to recharge their spirits. Many empath souls find peace in quiet moments, journaling their thoughts, or engaging in activities that allow them to process emotions rather than just absorb them. One of the most beautiful aspects of an empath soul is their ability to illuminate the world with kindness and connection. They don't just spread love, they become love. Whether through a reassuring touch, an encouraging word, or simply being present for someone in need, they remind the world that compassion still exists. They inspire others to be gentler, more understanding, and more open-hearted. However, their gift is only sustainable when they learn to protect their own energy. Without self-awareness, empath souls may unknowingly attract relationships that drain them, people who take without giving, or situations that constantly demand their emotional labor. Learning to say no without guilt, distancing themselves from toxic influences, and surrounding themselves with those who uplift them are essential steps in their growth. Despite the challenges, empath souls play a sacred role in humanity. They are the light in the darkness, the warmth in the cold, the unwavering belief that even the most broken hearts can heal. They teach us that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a profound strength, that by embracing our emotions, we foster deeper connections with those around us. If you have an empath soul in your life, cherish them. They are rare. They are the ones who remember birthdays without a reminder, who check in just because they felt something was off, who give without expecting anything in return. But most importantly, remind them to take care of themselves too. Because when they shine at their fullest, they make the world a little brighter, one act of kindness at a time. Individuals born on the 3rd, 9th, 18th, or 25th of any month embody the seeker archetype, the eternal students of life, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a profound need to uncover the deeper truths of existence. These individuals are not merely interested in knowledge, they are consumed by it. Their minds are like unquenchable flames, constantly seeking fuel in the form of new experiences, philosophies, and wisdom. Whether through books, conversations, travel, or personal reflection, seekers are always on a quest to expand their understanding of the world. However, their thirst for knowledge is not a solitary pursuit. Seekers view themselves as guides, mentors, and illuminators, eager to share the insights they gather along the way. They find immense fulfillment in helping others navigate life's complexities, offering wisdom that often stems from both study and personal experience. Their words carry weight, not just because they are well-read, but because they have lived through their lessons. To a seeker, knowledge is meaningless unless it can be used to uplift, inspire, and enlighten others. What sets seekers apart is their ability to extract meaning from life's trials. While many fear hardship, seekers embrace it as an opportunity for growth. They understand that true wisdom is not just found in books, but in the crucible of real-life experiences. Every setback, heartbreak, and challenge becomes a stepping stone toward a deeper understanding of themselves and the universe. Where others see obstacles, seekers see lessons waiting to be learned. Yet their path is not without its struggles. The very passion that makes them such devoted learners can also become their greatest challenge. At times, they become so immersed in their pursuit of knowledge that they detach from the present moment, treating life as a puzzle to be solved rather than an experience to be lived. They may chase enlightenment so fervently that they forget to pause and simply be. To thrive, seekers must learn the delicate art of balance, knowing when to seek and when to savor, when to question and when to simply trust the flow of life. When they master this, they become beacons of light, walking embodiments of wisdom, who not only seek truth, but also radiate a sense of peace and clarity to those around them. Like a lantern in the darkness, the seeker's role is to illuminate, not just for themselves, but for others as well. They remind us all that life is a journey of endless discovery, and that true wisdom comes not just from the pursuit of knowledge, but from the ability to apply it with purpose, compassion, and an open heart. Those born on the 4th, 10th, 17th, or 27th of any month embody the artisan archetype, individuals who possess a rare and powerful combination of humility, vision, and boundless creativity. These are the makers, the dreamers, the architects of beauty who see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. They have an innate ability to transform the ordinary into something extraordinary, infusing meaning into even the most mundane aspects of life. Artisans are the ones who remind us that life itself is a canvas, waiting to be shaped by imagination, passion, and soul. For an artisan, creativity is not simply a hobby or a profession. It is a sacred practice, a language through which they communicate with the world and with the divine, whether through painting, writing, music, sculpture, design, or any other medium of expression. They pour their essence into their work. Every brushstroke, every note, every carefully crafted word carries a piece of their soul. It is through their art that they find clarity, healing, and connection to something greater than themselves. Their creations are not just products. They are expressions of spirit, reflections of their deepest emotions, and manifestations of their inner world. Artisans have a unique ability to breathe life into ideas, turning visions into tangible reality. Where others see a lump of clay, an artisan sees a masterpiece waiting to emerge. Where most hear only silence, they find melodies hidden in the quiet. Their minds are a whirlwind of colors, textures, and stories waiting to be told. They are natural storytellers, even if they don't use words. Whether through the stroke of a brush, the carving of wood, or the careful arrangement of spaces and materials, they tell stories that move, uplift, and inspire. But an artisan's gift is not just in the art itself. It's in the way they elevate and transform the world around them. They remind us of the magic of creation, inspiring others to see life through a more imaginative and soulful lens. They take what is raw and unformed and shape it into something meaningful, something that stirs emotions and sparks wonder. Their work often carries a depth that goes beyond aesthetics. It holds stories, emotions, and unspoken truths that resonate with those who experience it. On their spiritual journey, artisans embrace their creative impulses as both a guiding force and a source of inspiration. They understand that through their craft, they can tap into a flow that transcends time and space, a state where they are fully present, fully alive. In these moments of deep creation, they lose themselves in their art, surrendering to something greater than themselves. This is where they feel closest to the divine, where their hands are no longer just their own, but instruments of something vast, mystical, and powerful. Artisans are like magicians, weaving beauty, wonder, and depth into the fabric of everyday life. Their work has the ability to heal, to evoke, to awaken something dormant within the hearts of others. A song can bring someone to tears. A painting can stir long-forgotten memories. A story can transport a person to another world. This is the magic they wield, the power to make people feel, to make them see, to make them believe. Yet, for all their brilliance, artisans often wrestle with inner struggles, particularly self-doubt and perfectionism. Their gift, while extraordinary, comes with an immense sensitivity to their own expectations, to the opinions of others, and to the emotions they pour into their work. They may fear that their art is never quite good enough, that it does not measure up to the impossible standards they set for themselves. They may hesitate to share their creations with the world, fearing judgment or rejection, forgetting that true artistry is not about perfection, but about authenticity. It is essential for artisans to remember that art is a reflection of the soul, not a measure of technical flawlessness. The beauty of their work lies not in its perfection, but in its truth, in the rawness and sincerity that flows from their heart into their craft. Some of the most powerful, moving pieces of art in history were not perfect. They were honest. They carried emotion, depth, and humanity, and that is what made them timeless. To fully step into their power, artisans must embrace the creative process rather than obsess over the final result. Their gift is not just in what they create, but in the emotions, perspectives, and transformations they bring to life. When they let go of the fear of imperfection, they become unstoppable forces of inspiration, reminding the world of the infinite beauty that exists within and around us. Like a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble, artisans are here to reveal the hidden beauty in everything they touch. Their journey is one of expression, transformation, and elevation, not just of their own lives, but of the world itself. They are the ones who turn dreams into reality, emotions into masterpieces, and life into art. Individuals born on the 5th, 7th, 19th, or 28th of any month embody the mystic archetype, the seekers of truth, the wanderers of the unseen realms, the souls forever drawn to the mysteries of existence. These are the deep thinkers, the ones who ponder life's greatest questions long after others have moved on. For mystics, the world is not just what meets the eye. It is a vast, interconnected web of energy, meaning, and spiritual depth. They are drawn to the unknown, forever searching for hidden truths, divine wisdom, and the deeper purpose that lies beneath the surface of reality. Unlike those who seek knowledge from external sources, mystics understand that true wisdom is discovered within. Their journey is one of profound introspection, requiring them to turn inward and uncover the answers that already exist in the depths of their own souls. They often gravitate toward meditation, contemplation, and spiritual practices that allow them to transcend the mundane and access higher states of awareness. Whether through philosophy, mysticism, or esoteric traditions, they are constantly peeling back the layers of illusion to get closer to the essence of existence itself. Mystics do not fear the unknown, they embrace it. While others may seek certainty and fixed truths, mystics find beauty in the questions themselves. They understand that life is not meant to be solved like a puzzle, but experienced like a journey. They are comfortable in the in-between spaces, the liminal realms where the boundaries between physical and spiritual, known and unknown, blur. To them, the mysteries of life are not obstacles but invitations to explore, to wonder, and to open their minds to infinite possibilities. Like sages and visionaries, mystics often feel a calling to share their insights with those who are open to listening. They do not impose their beliefs, but rather offer perspectives that challenge conventional thinking, encouraging others to look beyond what they have been taught and seek their own understanding of truth. Their words carry a quiet yet powerful wisdom, often leading those around them to question reality in ways they never have before. Mystics remind us that the universe is far more complex and wondrous than we may ever fully grasp. Yet for all, their depth and enlightenment, mystics also face struggles that few truly understand. Their minds are often filled with existential questions, and their hearts carry a deep, unshakable longing for something greater, something that can rarely be defined in words. This longing can sometimes lead to a sense of isolation, as they find it difficult to relate to a world that seems consumed by the superficial. They may feel like wanderers between realms, never fully belonging to any one place, always searching for a truth that feels just out of reach. Despite these challenges, mystics do not waver in their pursuit of understanding. They know that the journey itself is the destination, and the act of seeking is what brings them closer to their truth. Even in solitude, they find peace in their connection to the cosmos, the divine, and the limitless possibilities that lie beyond the visible world. To fully embrace their path, mystics must learn to balance their introspection with presence, to allow themselves to engage with the world, even as they explore beyond it. When they do, they become luminous guides, shining a light on the unseen and reminding others that there is always more to discover, always another layer of reality waiting to be uncovered. Mystics are here not to provide easy answers, but to awaken curiosity, to stir the soul, and to remind us all that the universe is a living mystery, one that is meant to be explored, questioned, and deeply felt. Individuals born on the 11th, 24th, or 30th embody the hermit archetype. These are introspective souls who naturally gravitate towards solitude, not as an escape, but as a sacred space for deep reflection, self-discovery, and spiritual growth. For them, the external world often feels overwhelming, filled with distractions that pull them away from their inner truth. In the stillness of solitude, they find not loneliness, but liberation, a space where they can truly hear themselves, think, process emotions, and connect with the profound mysteries of existence. For hermits, stillness is a gift, not a punishment. They understand that true wisdom is not found in the noise of the world, but in the quiet recesses of the mind and soul. While others may seek constant validation from external sources, hermits know that the most profound answers lie within. They thrive in introspection, often retreating into deep thought, philosophy, and meditation, unraveling the complexities of life in ways many never pause to consider. Their journey is one of uncovering hidden truths, not just about themselves, but about the universe as a whole. They are the seekers of meaning, peeling back the layers of existence in pursuit of enlightenment. They question everything, never satisfied with surface-level explanations. Their minds are like labyrinths, constantly exploring new perspectives, challenging conventional beliefs, and expanding their understanding of the unseen forces that shape reality, despite their love. For solitude, being a hermit does not mean rejecting human connection. In fact, they deeply value relationships, just not in the way that more extroverted archetypes do. They are not drawn to small talk or superficial interactions. Instead, they crave depth, authenticity, and thought-provoking conversations. When they do engage with others, their words carry weight, often offering wisdom that lingers long after the conversation ends. They have a unique ability to see beyond the masks people wear, sensing emotions and thoughts that others may not even realize they are projecting. This heightened awareness makes them incredible listeners and advisors. People are often drawn to them in times of crisis, seeking their quiet wisdom and calm presence. Hermits don't offer quick-fix solutions, but instead guide others toward self-reflection, encouraging them to find their own answers. However, this role can be both a blessing and a burden, as they may feel drained by the emotional weight of others if they don't set boundaries. Because they see the world so differently, hermits can sometimes feel like outsiders, existing on the fringes of society, rather than fully immersed in it. They may struggle with feeling misunderstood, as their depth and introspective nature aren't always easy for others to relate to. But those who take the time to truly know them recognize the rare and invaluable presence they bring, a quiet force of wisdom, intuition, and insight. The hermit's spiritual path is one of continual self-discovery. They are drawn to esoteric teachings, philosophy, mysticism, and the metaphysical. They may feel a strong connection to ancient knowledge, often gravitating toward practices like meditation, astrology, or energy work. Their relationship with the divine is deeply personal, cultivated in moments of solitude, where they feel most aligned with the universe. Ultimately, hermits remind us of the importance of silence, reflection, and inner wisdom in a world that constantly demands our attention. They show us that sometimes the most profound transformations happen not in the chaos of external experiences, but in the stillness of the soul. To know a hermit is to know someone who walks a path few dare to tread. A path of deep introspection, quiet strength, and spiritual awakening. Individuals born on the 12th, 13th, 21st, or 29th embody the Guidelight archetype, the steady beacons of wisdom, support, and quiet strength. These individuals possess an innate ability to illuminate the path for others, offering clarity in times of confusion and comfort in moments of hardship. Whether as mentors, teachers, or healers, they effortlessly step into roles of guidance, not through force, but through understanding, patience, and a deep well of compassion. Guidelights do not impose their wisdom upon others. They recognize that true guidance is not about control, but about empowerment, helping others find their own way rather than dictating a path. They intuitively know when to step in with advice and when to simply offer a listening ear. Their wisdom is not rigid or dogmatic, but fluid, ever evolving through their own experiences and lessons. They understand that every interaction is an exchange, and even as they guide, they are also learning. Their light shines brightest in moments of darkness. When the world feels uncertain, Guidelights provide a steady presence, a sense of grounding and stability that others instinctively trust. They do not shy away from difficulties, but rather lean into them, knowing that strength is found in resilience and growth is born from adversity. What makes them truly unique is their ability to blend practicality with deep emotional intelligence. They don't just offer solutions, they offer comfort, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Their purpose is not merely to teach, but to uplift, to remind others that even in the toughest times, there is always light to be found, and often it shines from within. Individuals born on the 14th, 20th, 22nd, or 31st embody the rebel archetype, fearless souls who challenge the status quo and refuse to accept limitations imposed by society, tradition, or authority. These individuals do not simply rebel for the sake of it. Their defiance is rooted in a deep desire for truth, transformation, and personal freedom. They are the ones who dare to ask, why? When others accept, because that's just how it is. Rebels are natural nonconformists, marching to the beat of their own drum with unwavering conviction. They are not afraid to stand alone, often finding themselves on the fringes of mainstream thought, carving their own paths in life. Their presence disrupts stagnant systems, forcing those around them to reconsider long-held beliefs and question societal constructs that may no longer serve humanity's evolution. While their refusal to conform may make them seem rebellious, in the traditional sense, their actions stem from a deep-seated passion for progress and change rather than mere defiance. To rebels, rules are guidelines, ones that should be challenged if they restrict individuality or hinder growth. They see beyond societal illusions, recognizing when structures exist not to uplift, but to control. Because of this, they are often drawn to movements, ideologies, or careers that allow them to advocate for justice, innovation, or radical self-expression. Whether in politics, art, activism, or entrepreneurship, rebels bring fresh perspectives and revolutionary ideas that shake the foundations of what others assume to be unchangeable. Their spiritual journey is one of self-liberation, breaking free from outdated expectations and external influences that seek to define them. Rebels know that true freedom begins within, and they are relentless in their pursuit of personal authenticity. They reject the notion that there is only one correct way to live, instead choosing to forge their own reality. For them, spirituality is not about blind faith. It is about direct experience, deep questioning, and an unshakable commitment to truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. At their core, rebels are not merely disruptors. They are visionaries. They push boundaries not to create chaos, but to inspire growth. They understand that transformation requires courage, and they are willing to take the risks that others shy away from. They are pioneers, forging paths into the unknown so that others may one day walk more freely. Their presence challenges stagnation and forces evolution, on both a personal and collective scale. However, the rebel's path is not always an easy one. Their refusal to conform can sometimes lead to feelings of isolation, as not everyone understands their need for autonomy or their drive to challenge deeply ingrained systems. At times, they may struggle within a conflict, torn between their desire for freedom and the reality of a world that often resists change. But despite these challenges, their resilience is unwavering. They know that being true to themselves is far more valuable than fitting into a mold that was never meant for them. In the grand scheme of existence, rebels remind us that the world does not evolve through obedience. It evolves through those bold enough to question, to challenge, and to reimagine. They show us that the greatest revolutions often begin with a single individual who dares to say, "There has to be a better way." After exploring this content, which archetype do you resonate with the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you learned something from this video, please like, subscribe to the Top Hidden Knowledge channel for more content on wisdom, spirituality, and personal growth. Or, if you have time, check out other videos on this channel. Until next time.